Cheating is one of the most painful things that can happen in a relationship. It breaks trust, destroys connection, and leaves deep emotional scars. But behind every act of cheating, there's a psychological reason, a pattern, a need, or a hidden insecurity most people never see. So why do some people cheat? Let's break down the psychology of people who cheat on their partners. 1. The search for emotional validation. Many people cheat not because they want a new partner, but because they want new attention. Psychologists call this validation seeking, the craving to feel wanted, admired, or appreciated. When someone feels ignored or undervalued in their relationship, they may look for emotional boosts somewhere else. It's not about love, it's about feeling alive again, feeling noticed, feeling like they matter. 2. The impulse over control problem. Some people cheat because they struggle with impulse control. Their emotions and desires feel stronger than their logic. Psychologists link this to low executive functioning, difficulty thinking ahead about consequences. In these moments, the thrill takes over, the excitement, the adrenaline, the secrecy. They act first, regret later. It's not planning, it's impulsiveness. 3. The fear of intimacy. This one is surprising. Some people cheat because they're scared of real emotional closeness. When a relationship gets serious and vulnerable, they panic. Psychologists call this avoidant attachment, where deep intimacy feels threatening. Cheating becomes a way to create distance. Instead of saying, "I'm scared," they sabotage the relationship. It's not maturity, it's fear disguised as betrayal. 4. The ego boost. For some people, cheating is tied to ego inflation. Being desired by someone new makes them feel powerful, attractive, and important. It fills insecurities they never healed. Cheating becomes a temporary way to escape feelings of inadequacy. It's not confidence, it's insecurity wearing confidence as a mask. 5. Opportunity meets weak boundaries. Not everyone who cheats planned to do it. Sometimes they had a chance, a moment where temptation was available and their personal boundaries weren't strong enough. Psychologists call this situational cheating, cheating caused by environment, not intention. Long nights out, alcohol, flirtation, emotional vulnerability. If boundaries aren't clear, people slip. Cheating becomes a mistake made in a weak moment. 6. Unresolved trauma or past patterns. People who grew up around unstable, toxic, or chaotic relationships often repeat those patterns in adulthood. Psychologists call this attachment trauma repetition, recreating the emotional chaos you experienced as a child. Cheating becomes a subconscious habit, not a calculated decision. Their unhealed wounds spill into the relationship. 7. They want out, but fear ending it. Some people cheat because they're mentally done with the relationship, but emotionally scared to break it off. Ending a relationship takes honesty, courage, and confrontation. Cheating becomes the escape hatch, a painful, wrong escape, but an escape they feel they can't make directly. It's not love, it's avoidance. So why do people cheat? Because they're insecure, because they're impulsive, because they're scared of intimacy, because they crave validation, because they repeat old wounds, because they avoid honest conversations. Cheating isn't just a betrayal of the partner, it's a reflection of the cheater's inner battles. It says more about what they're missing inside than what's missing in the relationship. But one thing is always true. Cheating is a choice, and understanding the psychology behind it doesn't excuse it. It simply explains why it happens.